Hello my lovely friends, welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time here, hi, my name is Melissa or Missa. Welcome. Look, I found this blue t-shirt in a bag of stuff I was going to put to the charity shop and I was like, oh, it's perfect for this video. As you can see by the title, we're going to be playing with the brand new, very exciting Beauty Bay Midnight palette. I have also the earthy one and the berries one, and there will be videos on all three of these palettes, but I'm starting off with this one because it is to me the very much most interesting ones. So this is what it looks like. This is I think £25 on the website. My lovely friend Amy actually sent me all three of these palettes. Don't know why, she's just an I was about to swear there, she's amazing. Yeah, so this is the Midnight palette and it's absolutely beautiful, very purple, very blue, which I've used on my eyes today. So as always with new palettes, I'm going to swatch everything and then I'm going to do my eye look and then I'm going to give you my thoughts at the end of the video. At this stage here of me like filming, I haven't actually swatched it yet. Like I've stuck my fingers in a few shades but I've not fully swatched the palette. So I am quite excited to do that, although, oh no, this will stretch. That's fine, I'm just going to do it down my arm because it's the easier way and I'm also in a little bit of a rush. When am I not in a little bit of a rush? You see when you have like a semi-long distance relationship, like my boyfriend lives an hour away, I feel like I'm always rushing. Anyway, moan over. Let's jump into the swatches and see how it performs. This is unprimed as always, blah blah blah. I'm gonna go row by row and yeah, I don't think the names are that important, but I'll say them. We've got Lavender, Fancy, Regal. This is one of those Beauty Bay shimmers that doesn't feel that great. It's very dry. It's not like one of their excellent formulas. Sorcery. I absolutely adore Beauty Bay palettes. Sorcery. Mystic. This is definitely more of their like more special shimmer formula. You can tell the difference between those two. Like that one looks like a matte compared to that. Dream. Beauty Bay pastel shades are the tits. And Voodoo. Doesn't even need two swatches. Next row. Lilac Sash. Another one of their shimmers that honestly just feels not pants, but like it's not going to achieve very much on the eye because it's just very dry. 1993 Jellies. Is that a really weird name for an eyeshadow? I think so. Catch. When I hold up my arm it'll make more sense when I'm going round it. Ripple. Again, not the most insane of their shimmers, but actually it's a little bit nicer than the previous ones. And then Tranquil. My goodness, their pastels are so insane. There we go, that's the first two rows. Very, 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 very purple. Also not got huge amounts of depth there, apart from that Voodoo shade really. But lots of great blending shades, great pastel shades. A couple of shims. Obviously this one is way more special than like this one, or even this one. And this one does have a nice shine to it. Imagine like a purple smoky eye with that on the lid, that would be really pretty. Okay, let's move on. Okay, next rows we've got Iris. Okay. Alright, didn't even use that shade today. Rich. Quite like kick-uppy and fallout-y when I put my finger on them, but I'm known for being a very heavy fingerer. Electric. That is nice. That is nice. It's okay. Periwinkle. I've just given you your lunch. Gleam. So beautiful. I love these cool tone purples. They are so lovely. Velvet. Lollipop, lollipop, lolly, 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 lollipop. First row, well, third row. Now we're moving into the blues. So we've got Cursed, Ocean. Oh, that's sick. It's like a bluey purple shimmer, gorgeousness. Mist. Again, I'm going to say it, Beauty Bay pastel shades are the Titties. Queen, which is like a very dark blue tone purple. The cat has jumped up. No, come on. I can't see what I'm doing now. Bingo. I don't know if I'm on screen because the cat is standing in front of my monitor. Oh! Bubbles. Holy crap, that's stunning. And sea. Like the ocean. Okay, there's the next 2 rows. Why have I never swatched bubbles before? I don't know. Look at that! Oh my goodness, okay. These 2 rows together, I need to combine them and just clark them on my face. Holy crap. Holy macaroni. Holy guacamole. How beautiful are those 2 rows together? Oh! I would get that tattooed on my arm. Oh, it seems an awful shame to take these off. Starting off with a shimmer, we have Sky. That's very pretty. This palette is just pretty. Cerulean, I think that's how you pronounce it. Like cerulean blue. Shield, quite a minty blue. Don't know if this is even going to swatch. Foam, it's a very kind of weird pale grey pastel. I've got it in the very centre of my lids. Cosmic. I don't think this, oh yeah, there you go, you can see it's shimmery, it's very pretty. Denim. Und Elixir. Don't know why my Alexa just woke up from me saying that. Okay, thankfully there is a black in here. We're on the last row. This is Hex. Very, very good black eyeshadow. Galaxy. That's nice. Twilight. Oh, look at the pigment on that blue. It's just steel. And when we stretch. Social. Potion. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. And Midnight. Again, look at the pigment. Okay, right. You can all see how well this palette swatches in its entirety. It's absolutely stunning. There's so many beautiful shimmers in this roll. Look at that, like second to last one. What is that? That's sick. That silver is quite nice because it's really dark silver. It's like not bright. That's what dark means. But it's quite unusual. That first shim shim. Look at it. Don't eat that cable. You're so naughty. Come on. Come on. There we go then. That is the swatches of the Beauty Bay 42 colour Midnight palette. How stunning. Again, this feels horrible to rub these off because they're so beautiful. But what we're going to do now is jump into me putting it on my eyes. And then I'll give you my final thoughts at the end of the video. So, enjoy. It is a voiceover, by the way, because these videos tend to be quite long with all the swatches and everything. So, let's jump into it. Hi friends! So obviously we're starting, well, we're doing a Melissa look, aren't we? Because it's my channel. So I'm starting off with the black. I think it's called Hex. It's a very good black eyeshadow, I have to say. I was hoping it would be typically Beauty Bay black shadows are very good. I'm filming this voiceover at like midnight so I can get this video up as soon as possible. So please excuse my speech impediment, which is a lisp. It's only really there when I'm very tired. But yeah, it's a really good black eyeshadow. And then I'm taking Voodoo, which is like the darkest purple. There's another one that's pretty dark as well, but this is really dark. So I'm actually mostly stamping with these shadows, and it's not necessarily because of the formula requiring it. It's more because I've been going absolutely ham on my eyebrows recently and like trying to pick out all the tiny little hairs. I don't know, I've become really obsessed with it. And anyway, it's making my skin really bad on my outer eye. So I feel like when I blend, it just looks like garbage, and it's really annoying. So I found that I had been stamping on my eyeshadows recently. Then I'm going in with Velvet, which is a totally different tone. It's much warmer, but good for blending. I mean, there's so many options in this palette for blending. It's absolutely phenomenal. And if you hear noises and shouting in the background, Chris is playing Warzone or some other stupid game, and he yells at it a lot, or he yells at his friend, I don't know. Anyway, this is me being confused as to what shade I possibly could have used next, because when the palettes are this big, it's really hard to remember what shade you used, but I picked Sorcery. Is it the right one? I don't think so. But, I mean, I think in the end, my eyes looked pretty similar. So really we got there in the end. It's really weird doing this voiceover so late at night. And my camera keeps going out of focus and it's really annoying. So I actually do switch the angle of my camera soon. You'll see it, and I think it made it a lot better because I was able to have my mirror on my desk a lot closer to me. And yeah, anyway, 1993 next, which is 2 years after I was born. I'm a 1991 baby, and I really like this shade, and it blends really nicely. All of these blend really nicely. Beauty Bay pastel colours in particular are exceptional. And I've tried Natasha Denona pastel colours, and the Beauty Bay ones are just as good. Like, trust me. Looking back and forth, does it match? Probably not. And then I'm going to a catch. Now, this was a mistake because this actually is a little bit darker than that previous shade. But we're gonna style it out, make it work. That is Showbiz, baby. Yeah, my camera started to focus on my mirror, and then it started to focus on my eye, and it's not the best. I do apologise, but I mean, just in terms of how the shadows go on, absolutely phenomenal. It's just over my Revlon Candid Concealer. And then I'm going with Fonts now, which is a light pink, and I kind of figured I would use this as a blush. I didn't end up using it as a blush, to be honest. It was too pale, but I thought about it, so I used this on the very outer edge. And then that is, oh no, I'm going to put black on the outer corner and then the inner corner of my eye. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, Melissa. Getting ahead of yourselves. Let's work on the blue on the front of the eye. I literally just edited this. I should remember what order I did it in. Yeah, so I am going in with the blues now. Obviously, darkest to lightest. And just packing them on the front. I had to use the blues and the purples. If you want to see a master at work of blending blues and purples together, go look at Danielle. I'll link her down below. Again, these blues, did you know what? When I swatched these, which you'll have just seen, I swatched them all these blues together. And it just made me think how crap it made my Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette look, which I don't have anymore. But, like, you wouldn't need that palette if you've got this. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is just phenomenal. I don't need any other blue palette. I could get rid of my Book of Magic and my Age of Opulence, which I'm not going to do, because look at them on the back left of the corner there, all sitting together. Beautiful. But yeah, I could get rid of, like, all my other blue palettes and just have this and be very, very happy. But, saying that, I do love my BH and my P. Louise blue palettes. But anyway, this ticks every box. Look at, it's got such light colours to blend into my skin tone. I mean, I've got very pale skin, and they would just work so perfectly on my skin tone. So now I'm going to put the black on the outer corner and the inner corner. And this is what the eye's looking like, which looks like trash, as you can see. But what I'm going to do is A, adjust my camera, and then B, blend all of these shades in the same order again on my eye, sped up this time, and try and blend it all together. Like, when I first put my colours on, I'm just trying to pack the colours on and get like a general shape, and then I go back in and I work on like properly blending them. And now that I've patted all those colours on, I don't have to pat so much, especially on this outer portion of my eye, because my lord, I don't know why, I got like a magnifying mirror and I've been trying to pluck out invisible hairs, and it was so stupid because it just looks like I've got dry skin now, which I don't have. So I need to put down the tweezers, basically. But yeah, I mean, these just blend absolutely splendiferously into one another, and I'm just, like, I'm really excited to use my earthy palette now, because I just think, like, all the grungy greens, and I just can't wait to try and blend them together and see what happens. Obviously, I'm going back over my other eye because I'm like, nah, I've messed up. I don't know what shades I use, so I'm trying to, like, fix them and make it look like they're similar, which, again, when you have a huge palette and you film one eye at a time, it's really hard to remember what shades. Revolution Ultimate Eye Base to add my halo on, and then I actually realised at this point when I was editing, I didn't use any shimmers in this look, which is so unlike me. Usually I absolutely layer shimmers on, but what I will say is yesterday, when I did like 4 looks with this palette, I just hated every single one. Again, not the palette's fault, it was just me like not feeling very inspired by makeup yesterday. I did use the shimmers and none of them are super bright and light that it gives like a real pop on the like center of the lid, so that's maybe why I didn't use any today. But I mean, the shimmers in this palette are stunning overall. The vast majority of them are really, really pretty, and I just need to do another look with this palette, which I obviously will do because you know me, when I find a favourite palette I will use it to death. So then I'm using my Melt gel liner in OK Boomer to go around the edge, and then I'm just going to do my Too Faced liner, waterline and tightline, which looks grim, and then my Too Faced Bright and Sex eyeliner for the inner corner flick, and then I'm just going to use black and then a bunch more blues down here. I didn't know if I should do blue or purple, so I just chose blue for absolutely no reason, but I thought in the end it all worked out quite nice. I think the line above the halo makes a big difference to this look. I think it just makes it a little bit like more special. Excuse me. So that's the look there. I'm going to nip off. Put these lovely sheen lashes on. I put a bit more of that silver glitter down underneath and a bit underneath my brow bone as well. And yeah, that's the finished look. Could have blended it better, but to be honest, I'm just testing the palette and seeing how it goes. It's my skills, it's not the palette. Trust me, this palette really is that good. Here then is my finished look with all the rest of my makeup on, lashes, a lip. Cannot... Oh, I'm dying. My eyes are watering. Sorry about my eyes. I can't find my big silver hole hoops anywhere. That's what I was going to wear to match the silver that I'd used. But anyway, we're done. So that's all the swatches and then me playing with this palette for the first time. It's not technically the first time. I tried to play with it yesterday, but my makeup like skills were crap, so I just gave up after like 4 attempts. It wasn't the palette, it was me just having a bad inspiration day, you know what I mean? This is such a Melissa look. I would honestly do this all the time with like every different palette and every different colour scheme. So yeah, that is the Beauty Bay Midnight palette. I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. I absolutely adore it. Can't believe how beautiful it is. Quality is fantastic. Blendability is amazing. Colour options is great. I don't really have any gripes about this palette because it's got black in it, it's got very light shades, it's got all the medium tones, it's got beautiful shimmers. I honestly don't have a complaint about it. I love it so much, and the fact that it's like sisters to like my Beauty Bay, where are you? Yeah, it's like the same size as my Bright Mattes. It's going to be the same size as the earthy one, which will be my next video. Like, it's just going to look so nice on my shelf. I've got so many Beauty Bay palettes. I always talk about how good Beauty Bay palettes are, so I don't think it's going to be a shock to anyone that I really like this. I honestly think their formula is just amazing. It is just fantastic. And yeah, no complaints. If you have Book of Magic and if you have Age of Opulence, you might think this palette's not necessary, and I would tend to agree with you. I don't think you need to go out and buy this if you have those two, but I think it's a nice standalone palette, especially because I think Age of Opulence and definitely Book of Magic was limited edition, so I'm not even sure if you can get them anymore, but this is a really good standalone. If you couldn't get them, get this one instead. Very happy to have it in my collection. I absolutely adore it. Definitely highly recommend it. If you love blues and purples, I feel like this is going to be the palette for you. And the price point is very, very reasonable as well for how many shadows you get, in my opinion. So yeah, that's gonna be all for me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Do you want to see the earthy palette or the berries palette next? Tell me down in the comments. I feel like it will be earthy because, like, have a gander at that. Oh, sickening. This is the berries quickly. So yeah, leave me a comment down below what you want to see next from me. Subscribe if you haven't already. I put out 3 videos a week, and on Wednesdays I go live for my sausages. So if you want to become a sausage, aka a Patreon, the link is down below in the description box. We've got a Telegram group, a Facebook group. It's a really awesome time. My sausages will tell you down below how great a community it is. Anyway, I am going to piss off. I have one more video to film, and then I'm gonna go get some homemade carbonara. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!